What's up, guys? So today's topic is my top 4 most complimented Creed fragrances. If you're new to the house of Creed, they're known for making some of the best fragrances in the entire world, but obviously that comes at a price tag. You're gonna have to spend at least $200 just to get your foot in the door, and they go all the way up to $2,000. When I think of Creed, I think of 3 words: masterpiece. These are some of the best blended and highest quality ingredients you'll find in any fragrance. Historic. They've been around forever and have an incredible reputation. And lastly is luxury. This is the top end of the market, and their build quality is insane. And plus, I just think it makes you look like a badass, because obviously you're doing well enough in life in order to drop $200-300 on a fragrance. But all Creed fragrances weren't made equal. So if you want the most bang for your buck, let me tell you which ones get me the most compliments. And I'll have all these listed and linked in the description box below. And I want you guys to stay till the very end of this video because, spoiler alert, number 1 is not Creed Aventus. Before I get into my top 4, here are 2 honorable mentions. First one is Millesime Imperial. I mean, absolutely gorgeous bottle. And the scent is freaking gorgeous as well. I mean, when I think about this fragrance, the way I describe it is after I pass away, I'm entering the gates of heaven. I'm floating on clouds. There's angels chanting in the back. This is the fragrance that I want emanating in the space. This is what I want to see and smell when I'm walking into the gates of heaven. Because, bro, this fragrance is just absolutely beautiful. The reason it's not on my top 4 list is though it's marketed as a unisex fragrance, it should be in the feminine category. From an artistic value, this is gorgeous. It's a 10 on 10. But from a fragrance wearability standpoint for a male, this should definitely be in the female category, and you're not gonna get any compliments wearing it as a dude. It's very fruity, it's very fresh linen vibe, and has just a lot of notes that you find in female fragrances. So yeah, I would not recommend it for you to buy as a dude, but just as a fragrance in itself, I wanted to mention it because it's one of the most masterful fragrances I've ever smelled. My number 2 honorable mention is Green Irish Tweed. So if you're a fragrance lover, please don't hate me. I can already imagine the comments, just people just shitting on me because I didn't put this in my most complimented list. But bro, I mean, as a 27-year-old, this fragrance just doesn't work for me. I mean, this is my most complimented list, right? Unless you're 45 and plus, I don't even think you should reach for this fragrance because you smell stupid otherwise if you're 25 wearing a t-shirt and jeans. I know Tom Hanks wears this, George Clooney wears this, Robert Redford wears this, but for someone like me, it's way too mature of a fragrance. And I don't think women also find this attractive as much anymore because it's too old school of a scent. It's not very modern scent profile. For those of you who want to know what it smells like, imagine a freshly mowed lawn and it's dewy and raining outside. It's a very green scent, very earthy scent, very masculine, mature, and professional, and obviously a very gorgeous scent. I just don't think for me, who's someone my profile fits this scent. That's why I never gotten really that many compliments on it. But it does last forever. And if you're above the age of 45, I would definitely grab this. All right, let's get into my top 4 most compliment getters, starting with number 4, which is Original Santal. I freaking love this fragrance, man. I adore this one. Yeah, every dude who's into fragrances, into Creed fragrances especially, needs this as a part of their rotation. I mean, Jeremy Fragrance described it best. He's a really famous fragrance reviewer. I actually met him at a conference. I'll put a picture up there. But he describes this as a fabric softener with a raspberry touch. And it's such an apt way to put it. I mean, that's pretty much what it is, but with just a bit more masculine notes involved. But the reason I love it is it stands out the best in the fall and winter months. I mean, it stands out from the crowd. You smell masculine, and it's just such a unique scent. Everyone else is wearing their bubblegum sweet scents, their tobacco, their leathery, their vanilla scents, and then you show up wearing a sweater and a raspberry scent that's still so masculine. Bro, you're gonna get complimented. People are gonna notice. You're gonna smell apart from the crowd, and I think it does exactly what it does, which is supposed to be your original scent. You are the original dude at that party, at that club, at that dinner. I would not blind buy this one though, because it is a very different scent. So definitely get your nose on it first, but one of the best fragrances I found in Creed and an absolute compliment getter in the winter and fall months. Number 3 on this list is one that's not very popular. I mean, at least I haven't seen a lot of fragrance YouTubers talk about this, but man, it's so slept on. It's so freaking slept on because this one gets me a ton of compliments, and that is Himalaya. I mean, look at this bottle. It looks like it was carved straight out of silver. But the way I describe this one is it's undoubtedly masculine. Undoubtedly masculine, modern, fresh. It smells like you just stepped out of the shower. The best part though is there's this unique smell of grapefruit. And it's very rare that you find a grapefruit scent in a men's fragrance, but also a one that's so masculine. I mean, the other notes in this are like sandalwood and ambergris and musk. And then you take this very controversial, different note of a grapefruit and mix it together, and it's so well balanced, so well blended, yes, conflicting at the same time. I mean, I freaking love this friend. I love this scent. I mean, this one is an amazing gift for someone else who has a lot of fragrances, because they usually don't have this one in their collection as well. But yeah, no reason why this won't get you compliments. An easy blind buy. The reason it's number 3 is so that it doesn't last as long as the first 2 that I have on this list, and that's why maybe I don't get them any compliments. But when I get compliments on this one, is within the first 2 hours. And the first 2 hours of wearing this fragrance, I get more compliments on this than any of the other fragrances on the list. It's just that after 3-4 hours, it starts to wear out, and by 5th and 6th hour, it's almost practically gone. So I wouldn't get this as your first Creed fragrance, because you'll probably have to spray it a lot, and these things get kind of expensive. But it's definitely a compliment magnet, and one of my favorite scents on this list for sure. Number 2, and you knew this was coming, it's Creed Aventus, the king of fragrances, the holy grail of the fragrance market, the compliment god. I mean, I see why. I see why. This is what a man who's rich, successful, has the choice of any girl he wants. He is making $1 million a week. This is what this dude smells like. It has one of the most unique profiles with that pineapple scent. It has such a strong ambergris scent, and it also just has this beautiful concoction of familiarity, of nostalgia. I get so many compliments on this one. I don't care what other people say. I don't care if it's overplayed and overdone. This is one of the most complimented fragrances in my collection. I find that a lot of people have actually started wearing this and getting introduced to the niche market because of Creed Aventus. There's also a lot of clones on the market that smell very similar to Creed Aventus. And that's the reason why it's number 2. It's because it's not as unique as it used to be maybe 5-10 years ago. These days you will get compliments on it, but it's compliments that are not because of they've never smelled anything like that before. It's a compliment because you just smell very, very freaking great, which is still a great compliment. A compliment's a compliment, but I'm in this game not just for compliments. I'm in this game for compliments and memorability and recognition, and people want to stand out from the crowd, etc., etc. Creed Aventus is still, I would say, the king of fragrances, the king of compliments, but I like to take things a step further. I like to also be a little bit more unique in my fragrances. Though this gets the job done, this has the best lasting power of any fragrance I've ever seen before. I'll put this on my clothes, wash my clothes, get my clothes back the next day, and it still smells kind of like Creed Aventus. It's fantastic. I love that. I love fragrances that last long and that you get your money's worth from. The reason I keep getting a small bottle too is because I like to travel with this one, because it's perfect for any occasion, works all the time, and yeah, no one's ever gonna not like this fragrance. It is pretty expensive though. I mean, it's gonna be costing like $400. This small bottle thing is close to $300, but yeah, king of fragrances. Perfect for that gift for a guy in your life. There's not a single person on earth who will say this is this is not a good fragrance. I just don't think it's as unique anymore. So let's get into number 1 and you'll see what I mean. All right, drum roll for the number 1 most complimented Creed fragrance for me, and that is Royal Oud. Royal frickin' Oud. This scent. Gosh, I'm shocked that more people don't talk about this scent right here. This is what a prince of Dubai wear. This is what the pharaohs in Egypt would wear. This is what any rich dude who wants to be a bit unique, who has a strong personality, who maybe wants to stand out from the crowd, and that oud scent. I mean, I'm not a really particular fan of oud. I think it's a very pungent, very strong, and even repulsive at times scent. But the way they've done it, and this smooth blend, it's so approachable, it's so unique. And especially someone like me who has brown skin, who has a beard, I mean, people just gravitate towards me like this scent was made for me. If you're a dude with a beard, if you're a dude who has brown skin, or who's tan skin, or even dark skin, this scent is absolutely perfect for you. Perfect for you. Don't sleep on this one. Run to get it. It is, however, also the most expensive on this list. It is close. This one was the most expensive, I think like 450 bucks. But Royal Oud, I think, is one of the most creative fragrances by Creed. It's one of the most unique fragrances by Creed. It has one of the best lasting power by Creed. It has one of the best ingredients by Creed. I mean, agarwood, which is the oud, what makes the oud scent in this, is one of the most expensive ingredients you can get besides whale puke, which is ambergris, and all these fragrances contain ambergris, right? But Royal Oud, masterful scent, masterpiece scent, gold Olympic medal level of scent. If you don't have this in your collection, you're absolutely missing out. And I really, really, really strongly urge you to go run and buy this. Get your nose on it first, because that oud scent may be a bit much for you, but especially for someone like me who likes to stand out, be a bit different, and who also just appreciates the artistic quality of a very different, unique, and beautiful fragrance. There is really nothing better by the House of Creed than Royal Oud. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that one. These were my top 4 most complimented Creed fragrances. And if you got any value from this video at all, it'd mean the world to me if you could smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe below, because I'm gonna be dropping videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on all things biohacking, grooming, and productivity. And I'm on this journey to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. It's my mission, it's what I'm committed to, and it means the world to me if you can help support me, and so we can grow together as I grow on YouTube. So thank you so much for all your support, and let me know in the comments, guys, what is your favorite Creed fragrance? And I will see you all in the next one.